Okay, so I'm going to take the blades off this Hustler Raptor and sharpen them. I don't have that many hours on it. I've only mowed maybe a half dozen times so with it, but I noticed it was leaving some of the grass. Just wasn't doing as good a job as I thought it should. So felt of the blades, and yeah, they're a little, maybe a little dull. So I have a tendency to run through sticks and rocks and fire ant mounds and a lot of other stuff that will dull blades. So I'm sure that's got something to do with it. So we're going to jack it up. You get to them obviously from underneath. So I'll raise it up. I'm going to do that with my tractor. If you don't have a tractor, then you'll use a jack of some sort and then some jack stands to make sure you keep it up. It doesn't fall down. Don't trust a jack. Don't trust a tractor. I've got a big tractor that'll lift 3 of these things, and I'm still going to put jack stands under it because you never know, something could happen. So I'll show you that, jack it up, and then we'll take the blades off, and I'll show you the removal, the replacement, and also the sharpening. So I put some big straps on it to lift it up. Just crisscrossed them where I'd have the right amount of slack on top. Could have run it through there one more time to shorten this distance here. And well, let's raise her up. Now, this tractor will lift up a lot more than this mower. This mower is nothing. The front end of this mower is nothing for this tractor to lift up. However, you never know what might happen. You could have a hydraulic hose break, and everything falls, whatever. Always put some jack stands, blocking, cribbing, something underneath. Anything you're working on that might fall down and get you. So I've got a couple of jack stands under the deck, the mower deck. Now these blades really don't look that bad. Part of this is I just want to see how easy it was to take them all on and off and sharpen. But just a little dull, a little rounded over. Got a couple little notches in it from hitting stuff. I do hit stuff. But I'm just gonna resurface that. I'm not gonna do anything drastic, just kind of resurface that. Try to keep that same angle. No, I'm not saying I'm the greatest in the world at sharpening blades, but this is pretty easy. I got my face mask on and I got my grinder ready. Let's try to sharpen it. Well, again, they weren't terribly bad. I tried to maintain that angle the best I could. It took me a few strokes before I really got the hang of it. But it feels quite a bit better. Still got a little nick right there that I'm not going to try to take out simply because I don't want to take too much material off of it and unbalance the blade. So that's not bad. I will hit that backside just a touch, maybe with a file. Just come out with a file and just come across it a couple times, take that burr off the backside. I can feel a little bit of a burr, not much, but that looks pretty good. Now, if you don't have a grinder, you can do it with a file. It's just going to take a lot longer, but you just try to maintain the angle, the factory angle there. The file only goes one way. You don't push pull. And then that back side, you can feel a little bit of a burr. A couple strokes on that back side and get that burr off. This is a good time to clean out any grass buildup you have under here or strings. I've got some baling twine in this one. Pull that out. That'll get into that seal. It can mess up the seal. Always screw it in by hand before you start hammering on it with anything, or with any kind of wrench. Make sure you get the threads right. And I don't have an impact socket that size, so I'm having to use a regular socket, but I chose a 6-point instead of a 12-point. Again, I'm under this only because I've got some jack stands. Make sure your cutting blades are pointing in the right direction. If you're unsure, you want it to just look at it when you take it off, but also you want it to sling the grade, cut the grass, or at least I think all of it would be like this. Cut the grass, tapered blade, sharpened blade, cut the grass toward where the grass exits the mower. Pretty good sign you're in the right direction. Don't have an impact wrench, you can put a block of wood in here. As you're tightening down on it, block of wood that'll hold that blade while you get it good and tight. I don't know what the torque specs are on it. I think I saw a video that somebody said it was 50 pounds or something. And I'm not hammering it real hard with this. And also, the next time I take it off, I'll be taking it off with that too. It's not like I've got to gonna really have to struggle with it. Blades don't touch each other, anything like that. Should be good to go if I can get up. All right, I'm gonna lift it up just a little bit, take the jack stands. Well, no, I can do that. See, that's what I thought I was gonna do, is bump my head on my front end loader. The loader has bled down a little bit and made that tighter than it was. Okay, we are ready to lower her down. Well, that is exactly what it needed. I just mowed just a couple of swaths through here, and very nice clean cut. I don't know whether you can see that. That doesn't translate well sometimes to camera, but really, really nice. All right, we're done. We're ready to mow. Got to mow up some of these little bitty limb tips that fell during my storm damage. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to go back and watch that. It's pretty doggone interesting. All right, for now, we're done. We're gone.